walk through there and see. No fucking way.
I don't think it works.
Hi.
Hey.
What is this info shop about?
This is an anarchist. This is an anarchist like free space. We have shows, meetings. We have like benefits for ourselves and for other people. We have like I think the most crucial part of this is the free cycle, which like as you can see, after we were just putting everything together after a show. So, but it's clothing, household items. There's sometimes food. There's sometimes other things for people to come in and use for free. The free internet, free coffee, and all we have books and zines for free for donation. So that's our main thing, and then shows and other events help us stay open.
How long has this info shop been around?
It's been around in this way for about 10 years, but it's been like a show space for a little bit longer.
And it's called the Black Rose Info Shop?
The Black Rose Info Shop, yeah.
How did you guys open it?
Well, the collective has changed hands so many times, it's really difficult to say.
But it's definitely connected to this Mississippi Cooperative.
It's a co-op house next to it?
Yeah. And
Right next to it?
It's connected to that and always has been. So when people used to live there, they used to have shows here. And then it sort of started out of necessity for like an anarchist info shop and like space.
What kind of events do you guys do here?
Anything from shows to dance parties to poetry. We've had meetings here, workshops here. We've had free school classes here.
Really the most regular thing that happens is the shows that go on probably every weekend or every other weekend, and I think there's some pretty regular workshops that go on as well.
Do you guys have any suggestions for people from different state wants to like open up an anarchist info shop like this? Like any suggestions, ideas, or anything like that? Because where I come from is a big city, and we have a lot. I mean, we have a lot of collective, but it's all small groups. But we're all like live so far from each other.
Totally.
So, any suggestions on that?
I think that for me, that's the most important part is like having like. I don't know if it's something you can necessarily create, but it's like having that space be like a central point for a lot of different people. Like if there is like I feel like it works most efficiently when people want to be there, and that's like a place where everyone kind of like transverses, you know what I mean? So like it's like it like makes like computers and cell phones and all other kinds of like things like that like obsolete, because it's like you have this like space that's like used for all those things, and there's like that's where everyone can come together, you know what I mean? Like that's like the most important thing for me. So it's like making that like a welcoming and like you just utilizing it like that.
I think securing a space is probably the most difficult part for any info shop. I think we're really privileged here, given Portalnd Collective Housing owns this building and the house next door. And I think pretty consistently since the beginning of the year we've been behind on rent. And it's kind of the function of Portalnd Collective Housing is to eliminate the landlord and eliminate the threat of immediate eviction. So I suppose like just having a collective that's really committed and just keeping events coming in, because it's really easy to get burnt out on just sitting in an info shop where there's nobody for 4 hours, as opposed to going and sitting around and doing something else.
Oh, I forgot to ask you guys. What about the community in this neighborhood? Do people support it? Like people in the community come by and stuff?
Yeah, it's like the neighborhood has changed. This is like the most rapid gentrification it has been for like at least the last 5, 6, 7 years. Like it was this neighborhood that's been hit the hardest.
For gentrification?
Yeah, and so like the neighborhood has like changed like a lot and very rapidly, but there are still people from the community as it was that had like been here, going here like originally, and still come by here a lot. And I think that for me, it's like whenever like things are like tough here, like I remember that there are people that still utilize it, and there's also people that really do need this space and place.
Do business complain about you guys? Because I see like with all these free stuff, So like I'm sure like a lot of travelers or like people who don't have homes will pick up our clothes and stuff. How about the business around here? Do they complain about you guys?
The city doesn't want us here. The neighborhood doesn't want. Like, the people that are moving to the neighborhood don't want us here, and the businesses that are in this neighborhood now really don't want us here.
Because you guys are helping people and stuff.
Right, but it's always described as like an eyesore. But it's like I think it's more for the people that like come here and like you use the space, and it's sort of like it's like more than the way it looks to them. It's like sort of the idea of that, and they like if they want homeless people out, then like things they like offer things to people that have like that are houseless. Like it's like obviously not what they're interested in. Like so things things like that. So
last question. What's the X? Does that mean you guys straight edge?
Yeah.
Cool. Same here.
Cool.
Alright. Wish you guys all the best and thanks.
Well, thank you.